Welcome to all the Mini enthusiasts. I was going to do some work on the car today. I was going to do this dent here and start puttying all these very fine skim on these lead loaded areas to give it a nice finish. I mean, obviously this is going to be covered by the S-Pack arches, which you don't see, but obviously the neater it is, the better the paint job's going to be, the better the water's going to run off, and so on and so forth. And the whole object of the exercise was that water comes down off it and doesn't sit on it. So that's what I'll do now. I've got putty now and I'll putty all these in. I'm going to, obviously I'll take the primer paint back off, back to bare metal. There was filler in this and it took quite a long time to get it out with that little sandblast gun that I've got. So what we'll do now is I'll take it back to bare metal, I'll lead load it and then repair it with putty and filler. But it'll just be a light skim. There's nothing wrong with filler. You need to use it. Certainly a light skim or stopper, that kind of very, very light skim. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you put it on in big daubs, that's when it's a problem. That's when it'll break and crack and so on. You know, I often see people in videos and they're doing a door, for instance, and they're skimming the whole door with filler. I just don't understand it. You know, get the door reasonably straight and fill where you need to, and then use a very light skim. But the whole door or the whole panel, it just seems crazy. It's a lot of work too. Anyway, so I'll put the camera and let you have a look at that. But before I do that, it's just we've just had a thunderstorm. The weather here has been brilliant, been very hot, and it's great that it's rained because I don't now have to water the garden, which is good news. But I wanted to give a little shout out to some videos. There's a guy called Sean C, his name is, and he has a video channel, and it's 1977 classic Mini restoration, and he's done about 8 parts. Really interesting, really good. He's filmed it, he films it well. He's obviously loves this little car. I think he calls it Angus, I think. But really good videos because he's showing every little detail about how you do it. Now, I said to him in a comment that, you know, this is the reason I do it, is I think there's an awful lot of myths out there about people saying, oh, it's too much for me to take on, I can't do this. There's so much help you can get from mini clubs, from guys like Sean, from Matt Green, from manuals. You can do it. It's, you know, and you can do it with a small amount of tools as well. You don't need to have a workshop full of stuff. It does help, obviously, it's quicker. But these cars can be restored on a budget. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And even not. I mean, you know, it depends on how far or how you want to go with it. You want a show car, or you want a car to run around in. I mean, Matt Green, for instance, who did an amazing job with this little jet black that he did, and he really did it on a budget when you think about it. He bought parts from eBay. He did. He renewed things. He used old stuff. You know, he didn't spend a massive amount. I would actually like to know what he spent on it, to be honest, if Matt was watching in, to get an idea, a figure that you can work with. But he did all the work himself, and he was like a Trojan. He went right the way through it. Unbelievable. So it can be done. But I know a lot of people have to go out to work. They have to. They've got families, you've got gardens, houses to do, and it's not easy. So anyway, I just thought I'd put this video up because, unfortunately today I'm not going to be able to do anything, but I took it out yesterday and cleaned off a few bits and pieces. But the nice thing is this little mini trailer I have for the garden works wonderfully well. I mean, I can push it with one hand in and out, so you know it's going to be. So I'll just basically sit it here each day, and or it'll sit out. So normally it's sunshine. I can sit it outside, use the DA with a vacuum on it, and then I can do all these repairs. But what I will do, and what I've learned from my mistake before, was trying to do too much and leave too much metal uncovered or bare. So what I'll do is when I repair this dent, I'll do it in one shot. So I'll clean it back to bare metal, lead load it, get it as flat as I can with the lead load, and then putty it, rub it back down, and actually prime it. So it's the job done and it's out of the way. And I think that's the best way, and especially with restoration. You know, I'm lucky I'm retired, but if you have to do a job like this and you have to do it in over 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be pretty bad by the time you get back to it. So just a bit of warning because I've been down this road. Anyway, so yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. What I have done now is use the space in here because I don't want to get any dust or anything in there. I've used the space I need to put some of the stuff away, so I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you that. One other person I wanted to mention was there's a guy called DB. It's classic mini restoration. It's Eleanor, I think he's called his car, and he's damaged his arm, his right arm I think it is. He lives in Scotland like this Sean does, and he's doing a video as well. And again, you know, he's not an expert, and I don't know about Sean. He seems to know what he's doing, and I'm sure he is. But DB is more of, I think it's more of a first time complete restoration. I don't know enough about these guys, but the fact is it's just their enthusiasm that comes out. And anything you can learn from somebody, there's never a piece of knowledge that's not worth learning. It's important that every time a little detail is gone over, and between all these videos you can get it. You know, you just have to go and click on YouTube. It's easy. So hopefully DB's arm gets better soon, because he really wants to get on with it. But I can imagine it's better enough working with a cat, but with an arm and a sling. Ooh, must be unbelievable. Anyway, so I'll just put the camera up and I'll show you what I've done there with this bit inside. You can see there, I'll just turn this light around. You can see I put my tractor and the kids' this electric Land Rover and everything in there, just to keep all the stuff out of the way. But you can see how much overspray there was on that. You can see there. And I put these this is some metal sheet I bought. I put it down just over that bit that's wobbly, because it'll keep it down. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. The one thing I did do is, for you guys who are interested in this tent idea, as I say, what I'm thinking of doing now is putting tape up, gaffer tape up in the corners. I've done all the bottoms, you can see, but I'm going to put gaffer tape up so there isn't anything coming out. And the last thing I did was I put a piece of wood across the bottom of this. And I just put it on with so it actually keeps the bottom. You can see there. I'll move that out a bit because it's burning. But you can see there, that just keeps it nice and flat to the bottom. I mean, it's done the job. There's a little bit of overspray out there, but generally, you know, it works pretty well. But what I would do is make sure you have enough PPE, you know, protective equipment. You know, you've got goggles on, you know, a paper suit, whatever, and a mask, minimum, you know, because you'll end up choking to death in there, because it's quite confined, the area. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching in. Hopefully the weather, I'll show you how. This is nothing. I was going to take the Jag, my E-Type out today and pick up my wife from the train station, but I'm not in that, I'm not. No way. But about 10-15 minutes ago it just came down like it was a tropical storm. But I guess because it's been so hot. Anyway, as I say, again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.